Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of It's Too Wordy comic book podcast.
Where we discuss one old comic and one new. This week we'll be discussing Thanos #1 and Star Wars Crimson Empire.
1 through 6.
1 through 6.
Or the graphic novel. Or the
trade paper.
Whatever.
Whatever you want to call it. Alright. So we're going to start with Thanos #1. Synopsis is: the mad titan known as Thanos is obsessed with two things, power and death. As a child, Thanos' fascination with killing was kindled by a girl whom Thanos grew to love. As they got older, the girl promised to return his love if only he could prove himself to her. However, no matter how high Thanos' death toll rose, she always demanded more. Realizing he was the only person who could see his paramour, Thanos discovered that she was no mere woman, but the incarnation of death herself. Bum bum bum. What'd you guys think?
I think it's a waste of $5.
Me too.
I loved it. I'm kidding.
Did you?
You're the only one, sir.
No, it was a challenging read, to say the least. Art was fantastic.
Art was
great.
Yep.
But I do believe that they've just beat us over the head with Thanos so much at this point that he's a boring character.
Yep.
Donnie Kotz did one a couple of years ago that was really interesting. This particular take on him is very one-dimensional.
I agree. I was like, I'm tired of Thanos. I want a new Marvel villain. Give us a new Marvel villain, guys. Come on.
Well, just wait till Annihilus comes, and then you're going to be sick of Annihilus.
Yeah. I think they're going to
Why do we have to have one massive villain? I understand they have to do that for the movies, but why do we have to have one massive villain? Why can't we just...
Why can't
they have their own villains? Let them have their own villains.
My feeling was we didn't really need to have the story retold to us. If you've seen the movie, it kind of goes into it. The only difference is that Gamora's family was not wiped out by Thanos' army. Sorry, guys.
Retcon.
Retcon that shit.
What's the Badoon? Nobody remembers.
Don't know what the Badoon was.
Isn't that a restaurant down in Louisiana?
Right. La Badoon.
La Badoon. Mon ami, come over here and have some of my beignets.
You could play solitaire with Gambit.
And die.
Was that a reference to him masturbating in the X-Men cartoon?
Could have been.
Where he was talking to the girl in the card shop, and he was like, I like playing solitaire, okay. Sometimes it's better with somebody else.
Yes, it was a masturbation.
That was a masturbation reference.
That was a masturbation reference. We find out later on when we're grown up. No, he wasn't talking about playing cards.
So one thing that's good about this issue, though, is there's a hint that Magus, maybe since Marvel's pushing the Magus, that maybe they're going to push Adam Warlock in one of these movies.
That would be good.
Finally.
Yeah.
We've gotten hints.
They've got to do something with
they're
them.
Throwing the Magus in this, then they're going to have to do something with Adam Warlock.
I agree.
Guardians 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, James Gunn has been hinting at Magus and Adam. I mean, Adam showed up sort of in his cocoon.
Yeah.
And she did say, I will name him Adam
Yeah.
in the last one.
She did. Yeah, I remember that.
So they're gold-skinned aliens. So
Yeah.
and that was her. So
we're getting the Warlock.
Hopefully.
I'd prefer to see Darkhawk first, but,
I would too. But you need like the Universal Church of Truth. Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Which would be a great thing to have in that movie. Just some zealots going around killing everybody.
Yes. Oh, did I sound too excited about that?
No.
Sorry.
Maybe we'll get the Nova Corps actually done right, too.
That would be nice.
Maybe since Xandar got blown up in... where they were talking about how...
Infinity War.
How he ravaged Xandar.
Yeah.
And killed off... If he killed off the entire Nova Corps, that'd be great. So you'd have one Nova left.
And our buddy, Dick Ryder, makes an appearance.
Dick Ryder would make an appearance.
Blue Blazes!
As long as Condor comes back with him.
Okay, there's 2 Xandarians left. There's Nova, and then there's Powerhouse. How's that?
Just redo issue 1 all over. I want to see the movie of that.
That'd be awesome. Not really.
No, I think there's actually more Marvel Universe space characters that they should be using and not focus on Thanos so much.
Oh,
I
definitely.
agree. I know. I think it would be cool for heroes see like Gladiator, guys like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Well, now they can use the Shi'ar, so
They can use the Shi'ar, so that would be pretty awesome to see.
And it would be nice if they would stop dropping little cameos of characters like Beta Ray Bill. Maybe actually throw Beta Ray Bill in there. You don't need to have him in like the main character.
Yeah.
Just not his head.
Yeah.
He's a past champion. Maybe he should actually be around, just in there somewhere.
Yeah. But
I want to see more Howard the Duck.
Me too.
I think Howard
like
the
legit, not that 87 crap.
Not that 87. Like, okay, I got to read some Howard the Duck because all I have a reference.
You have to read it. It's so good.
All I got a reference for is the 80s movie, and I see that Nick has the essential right up there.
There is a Marvel team up where Spider-Man, Gambit, and Howard the Duck. Issue 7, I believe. It's hilarious.
Okay. You've got me sold.
I figured the Gambit would do it.
Well, I like Howard the Duck anyway, and it's Spider-Man, Gambit, and Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we got a good thing of Cosmo, the dog, the Russian dog, Cosmonaut.
I like Cosmo.
If he would actually show up and actually do something, that'd be nice.
Not just walk by.
Right?
Not have like a little Easter egg moment in the movie.
It'd be nice if you could hear like the Russian accent coming off of him, like in your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. As you're reading the comic book, you actually have a voice for Cosmo.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, Thanos was great back in the day.
Yes. He was a good foil for Silver Surfer.
Yeah, but now he's just overdone.
Just like everything else. They just find somebody, they did it with Deadpool, they did it with Harley. They just beat you over the head with it so much that you're just ready to be done with it.
Yeah, just go to a Comic-Con.
Yep.
Count all the Deadpools and the Harley Quinns.
Yeah,
I did see a Howard the Duck in Kansas City, though.
That one is amazing.
That was a fantastic one.
Fantastic Howard. I think
she lives here, doesn't she?
Yeah, she lives here.
Yeah.
I was like, that is awesome.
Because she goes to Krypton on Free Comic Book Day.
Yes, she does.
We'll see her there?
Yeah.
Sweet.
She was awesome.
I was like, wow, that's an awesome Howard the Duck.
And it looks perfect. Like
it does.
Because you don't even think of a person in there. You just, my God, there's Howard the Duck.
It was perfect. Yep. It was awesome. All right.
So what did everybody think about this issue?
We rating it or just?
I'm gonna give it a 3. 2 for the art. Well, actually, I'm gonna give it a 3 for the art, 1 for the story, because I'm so sick of hearing this same story over and over again.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 and a 1 for the story as well.
I'm just going all around 2.5.
All right.
The art was really good, but
I guess if you average mine, it's gonna be a 2.
So we'll keep it that way. It's 3, 2, 1. No, 3, 2, 2.5. So the next one we're going to talk about is Star Wars Crimson Empire, written by Mike Richardson and Randy Stradley. The art is by Paul Gulacy, and it was released in December of 1997. It's a time of turmoil. The last of Emperor Palpatine's clones have been destroyed by the rebel Skywalker and his allies, and control of the Empire is up for grabs. A temporary ruling council is formed behind the scenes to maintain order, but the council itself is splintered, divided by the conflicting ambitions of its members. Intrigue, deception, and betrayal are commonplace, as those who would replace the Emperor pursue their goals. So, this is the first time that I've ever read this series. I enjoyed it, loved it. I want to read the other two. The artwork, the covers are awesome. I love the covers of those books.
It's kind of like Dave Dorman just disappeared.
Yeah.
He was a big thing in the 90s and then just kind of like, poof, gone. Alex Ross took over, and then it was all over.
Yeah. I like that the Crimson Guard, you get to go deeper into who they were. They're not just the guys who leave me, and they would leave or lead him down the plank.
There were always those characters you wanted to know a little bit more about because they were just there.
Now, there's people in there, and I want to know what they were doing.
Yeah.
To find out that these guys are like the elite and you had to be a special kind of fighter or to become one. They kind of did a kind of homage to them in Last Jedi that you finally got to see kind of with the Praetorian Guard or whatever they're called in that movie. They cut Snoke in half and all of a sudden they're fighting them off.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we have gotten that in Star Wars?
I think with a lot of those characters, though, that, they were supposed to be just background characters, and people just got fascinated with them. They got
fascinated. Well,
and they wanted more.
There's a lot, the people in the jazz band, or the band, because it's called Jizz. I can't believe they called it Jizz. Every one of those characters has a backstory. Every person in that saga has a backstory, because people were just like, well, what is that? And somebody made up a backstory for it. It's fun. This was good. What do you guys think about it?
Well, talking about backstories, there's a backstory for the guy carrying around the ice cream machine.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's a backstory for that.
I saw that from that's from Solo, right?
From Empire. Is it Empire Strikes Back?
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out
He's
what
got a
it
name
was.
and everything now. It's like
I couldn't figure out
action figure.
Yep.
I was like, what is, they're like, you win this if you can figure out who this is, and I'm like,
one of my friends dressed up as an ice cream machine carrying around a doll at Star Wars Celebration.
oh yeah,
It's pretty funny.
that's awesome.
She did the opposite.
That's awesome.
What did we talking about?
What?
Star Wars Empire? Crimson Empire?
Crimson Empire. What do we think? What do you guys think?
I do think it's funny that if you take Kier Kanos' name and you take the KO and you move it over and it's Kirk Anus.
Kirk Anus.
So
Yes.
I just have to bring that up.
Ba-doom.
No, I think it was actually a really good book. I remember reading it back in the day. Had the audio tape. I had all that crap for it. It's nice to see somebody actually doing something with that character that we really don't know anything about.
Oh, the other thing I liked was that there were no Jedi.
Was there not? There was a guy who self-trained himself to have force powers.
That's not how the Force works.
Okay,
As Han says. That's not how the Force works.
But he was also the one that says that doesn't exist either. So,
But he did in episode 7, he believed. So when he got older, he believed because he saw it. Anyway, I made Nick lose his train of thought.
It was pretty obvious that there was going to be a traitor, like, oh, he's going to sell him out. No shit. Really? This creepy old dude that is working both sides.
Oh, here. Come in and I'll help you.
Right. Just randomly in there in the bar, like he's going to help him out.
And then he was like, no, here, you can split the bribe with me.
Right.
Death.
No, it's
and
pretty,
then Thanos appeared.
right?
No,
He killed half of them.
Yeah, he snapped his fingers. And half the population was wiped out.
I do like learning their origin, like, the 44 guys running down to 2.
Yeah.
And then join the Empire. Vader shows up, which is pretty cool.
Yep. Fight me.
He has to, they have to prove, like, the best one in the class is to prove himself against Vader, and Vader pretty much wipes the floor with him and is like, that's the best you can do, you guys need to work harder.
And then Kirk Anus gets the scar on his face from Vader.
Right.
From fighting Vader. Yeah.
yeah.
To say that no matter how powerful you are, you're nothing compared to the dark side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You are insignificant to the power of the dark side.
I do want to know how Mirth Sin knows what a Jedi Knight, like a lightsaber scar, looks like. I mean, she's a rebel. She's probably
She looks like she's in her...
on the Outworlds.
Yeah, not
how does
hanging
she
out
know
with
what
Luke.
Yeah.
Yoda,
The thing about... Yeah.
How does she know what a lightsaber scar looks like?
She wouldn't, because she probably wasn't around. She probably wasn't born yet when the purge happened. So how would she know?
YouTube?
The HoloNet.
The HoloNet.
There you
Yep.
go, the HoloNet.
She just did a whole bunch of, like, morbid research on
lightsaber scars.
It looked like a pretty boring planet. She probably had plenty of free time.
It did look boring. It was pretty boring.
I mean, how inept does the Empire have to be to not know that there's a rebel base on that planet that they're on?
Yeah, clearly they were telling everybody, because they told the one guy, he's like, you're not associated with us at all, but we're going to tell you where we're at.
Yep.
We're right here.
Now we're going to move over here, so
Oh.
please tell everyone.
And then the other thing I liked is that General Wedge Antilles showed up with his
Yeah.
own
Yep.
Super Star Destroyer. That
Yep.
was pretty awesome. That was pretty cool.
Him and his soft-hearted giving up a shuttle so that guy can go rescue.
Go rescue your girlfriend.
Was that not the lamest explanation ever for why he wanted to go pursue her?
I had a thing for Leia, but Han stole her from me.
Yeah, it was
I understand what love is.
something about how he failed her in a battle, and he wants to make sure that she's safe. Yeah. Oh yeah, here, just take the shuttle that we're using to evacuate a planet with to go rescue one girl.
Yep. I also like...
And if you read her, she doesn't even need him.
Nope, she doesn't.
Not at all. Yeah, she's a knockoff Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Let's be,
What'd you think, Ryan?
I enjoy it. I still enjoy it.
She was a pretty knockoff. She was knockoff Mara Jade, too. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's just a fun story. It had its ups and downs a little bit, but it was a fun story. I like how with some of the art, the guy looked kind of like Clint Eastwood or Channing Tatum, depending on which version you looked at, but it kind of looked the rugged look. I think that's the thing that really stood out for me. But it was just fun. It was, it went after characters that I actually have always been interested in myself. I always think it's really interesting to learn about those little side characters as long as you give them a good story. Mm-hmm. I did enjoy it a lot.
So, what would you rate it? I'm going to go with 4.5.
Wow, 4.5.
There's just, I liked it. I blew through it. Like I was telling Ryan last night, I'm like, I have 5 comic books to read for tomorrow. And I read them all in an hour and a half.
Back in the day, this was a huge book.
Yeah.
It was humongous. And it looks like it. It looks like a very 90s Darkhorse Star Wars book. I mean, if you look at Marith Sin's outfit, you're going to be fighting a war. How much cleavage do you need? You're not barbed wire.
It's part of her...
right. Her distraction. Right. She's Power Girl.
You're looking at her rack, and she blows you away.
That's why Massimo wanted her.
Yep.
Massimo's like, she's got a great rack.
Well, considering there wasn't a whole lot of other women around.
Oh, so does that mean she was how did Nick put it? The cum dumpster? Of the Rebel base?
I'm pretty sure they have droids for that. They just haven't brought them up in Star Wars yet.
They probably do.
I mean, they had them in Guardians of the Galaxy. Why wouldn't they have them in Star Wars?
Because this was a long time ago. In a galaxy far, far away. But their technology is centuries ahead of ours.
Right? So,
what do you give it? What do you give it, Nick?
For nostalgia's sake, I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
I'm good with a 4.
4?
Yeah.
All right. So Ryan was saying how he wanted to do a little segment, and it's going to be called... What was it going to be called?
Random Reads by Ryan.
Random Reads by Ryan. That's awesome.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Not Ryan's Random Reads.
That could be it too. I don't care. Random's got to be in there. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I went to Lincoln, Nebraska yesterday and stopped in a little shop called Behind the Glass. And the guy that owns it is a huge comic fan. It's fantastic that he's such a fan. He wants people to read comic books. He's got back issues upon back issues. And I was digging up and found a couple of things I was after. And they had a buy two, get one for equal or lesser value that I found. And I was one book short. So I ended up picking up Alf #1, Alien Life Form, from the 80s TV show. And it was unbelievably enjoyable. I could not believe how much I got into it. Smiling through the whole thing, and it's one of those deals. If you ever watch the TV show, you read the comic book, you hear the voice of the guy that did Alf in your head, and they had him worded things just right that sounded like what Alf would say from the TV show. 3 little mini stories. It was just a lot of fun, and it brought back my childhood just a little bit.
Awesome.
And all the issues are fairly cheap, except for the one where he's humping a seal. And for whatever reason, that's going for $200 because people want Alf humping a seal.
Humping a seal.
But otherwise, that was a lot of fun. The book I was going to talk about before I discovered Alf, and then I'm like, oh, Alf's got to go, is something by Aftershock. It is a graphic novel. or graphic novella.
Novella?
Novella. There you go.
Telenovela?
And it's called The Replacer. It was kind of a mix of, to me, Aliens and Groot getting his own book. It is just an amazing book. It's about this family where this dad ends up having a stroke, and the son is able to see this Groot-like creature is controlling his dad as his dad's slowly getting better from this stroke. And then he starts seeing that it's starting to control other people that's in his life as well. And it was just a fantastic read. I'm going to be handing it off to the guys here and having them try it out and see what they think of it. But I think that they did a lot of great work with this. It was 64 pages or something like that for $7.
Oh, wow.
They did the cover up like the old VHS tapes. Those are those tapes that you put in a VCR and used to watch.
A VCR? What's that?
Little square, rectangular.
You had to rewind the movie to watch it again?
Or so you didn't get that fee from Blockbuster.
Be kind. Rewind.
In the bottom corner of the cover, it says VHS Hi-Fi. It's just a fantastic read. I can't recommend it enough. And if you have an opportunity to go out and grab it and check it out, definitely do so.
Cool. Yeah, I like stories with changelings in it like that, where somebody takes over and they're not quite them, and then somebody finds out. And I've always wanted to run an RPG like that. Yeah, maybe. You never know. I tried.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Not yet.
And, well, the ending's what got me.
Peter Changeling?
We don't know what Peter is.
All right. Anyway.
That's what I got.
All right.
Nice. I'm really looking forward to reading that. Now, talking about Alf, wasn't there a movie that just recently came out with a little Easter egg towards the planet Melmac? I can't remember what it was, but I remember seeing like, what's Melmac?
Was it Captain Marvel?
It might be. I don't know. I can't
haven't
remember.
seen it yet,
I've seen
so I
Captain
don't know.
Marvel one time.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel either. So
But yeah, I remember seeing something with
I
Planet
could
Melmac.
see that
Like,
easily being implemented into a movie like that.
Yeah. But no, I have some issues of Alf, and it's you can just read it and see you can hear Gordon's voice and stuff. Cats.
I love cats. Yeah.
Come here, Fluffy. Whatever the cat's name was
Yeah.
that the Tanners
That was
had.
awesome. They had to keep the cat away from him.
Remember back in the day when Alf came out, that it was a big secret if that was a dude in a costume or not.
Right.
They were playing it up like it was an actual alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
remember that. Yeah.
Then you see him walking around not just the head. It was just some dude in a suit.
Yeah.
It was just a dude in a suit.
Yeah.
But then now I'm getting older and I'm all conspiracy shit, and I'm maybe it was.
Maybe it was an alien.
Because we haven't seen him at all.
We haven't seen him in anything since.
There's
Because
no,
they
there's
left
no
a big-
props. There's nothing.
They left a huge cliffhanger at the end of that last episode, and then they kind of touched base with it again because he was going to leave planet or something, and he got taken by the FBI or something.
The government?
The government?
Yeah, the military.
I think they did a special just to clear up what happened to him after that, just because everybody's like, wait, what happened to Alf?
What happened
Because
to
they're
Alf?
He's hanging out with E.T. now.
Yep.
Got anything else we want to talk about?
Yeah.
Well,
I think we do, don't we?
Yeah.
Right?
So CBR.com came out with a ranking of the 10 most powerful DC cosmic characters. And I was going to run it by the guys and see what they think of this. So with 10, we have Valor. Superman knockoff, apparently.
Mon-El, right?
9, we have Infinity Man.
Which one is Infinity Man?
Who is Infinity Man?
He is Infinity Man with the first being the brother of Darkseid. However, they share one trait. They are the protector of the new Genesis and is both summoned to help them, or they in turn can save him when he is in danger and need of help.
That's a retcon.
Yeah, let's see. He has fought with the strongest of heroes and villains over time, and when time gets tough, he can just teleport away, such as when he battled Superman at one point. He is also dangerous, as the most recent appearance saw him stripped of all compassion. To understand the full extent of his powers, he was able to stand toe-to-toe with not just 2 Green Lanterns, but a Red Lantern as well in Godhead.
That doesn't mean he's the super powerful character. If he can just stand up to 2 Green Lanterns.
Well, in a Red Lantern.
In a Red Lantern.
No.
I'm sorry. The cat Green Lantern stood up to 4 Green Lanterns.
Dax?
Dax?
He's got a sad story. If it ever is.
Yeah.
Anyhow, 8 is Parallax. Hal Jordan possessed.
Is that the 10 ring Hal Jordan? Or
Yes.
is that just the Parallax creature?
No, the Parallax creature that when he went
Right.
the 10 rings and then he just lost it. 7 is the Green Lantern Corps. 6 is Orion. 5,
Mr. Mixopiddlick.
exactly.
What Nick said.
4 is Darkseid. 3 is Anti-Monitor. 2, Guardians of the Universe. And number 1 is the Presence, or as Nick called him,
God.
God,
God.
in DC. Yeah.
God. This is God here.
So what did you guys think of that list?
This is the part where Nick takes over.
So Valor was like, we'll start at number 10. Okay. Valor. He's not as strong as Superman, so he should not be on this list.
But his only weakness is lead.
Well, not anymore because they cured it, right?
Yeah.
So Superman has 2 weaknesses, right? So magic and kryptonite.
Lois Lane.
And yeah. Anytime his wristwatch goes off.
She is a reason to be a weakness.
I don't consider Valor being in the top 10. Because, he's just a Daxamite,
Yeah.
right? So, great.
Gets stronger with the sun, just like Superman.
Lobo is more powerful than him. You can kill Lobo down to 1 drop of blood and they'll keep coming back. Okay? So we'll just move off of there. Infinity Man, just because he's Darkseid's brother and he's been retconned, and it used to be the All-Father or the High Father, used to be the ruler of New Genesis.
Right.
And I don't know where this Infinity Man came from, but I don't like him, so I'm going to give him a no. Parallax Hal Jordan, number 8.
I really enjoyed that. I read that trade. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was.
I like that one. I remember reading that one.
Yeah, I mean, that's perfect right there. It's good. I can see him. Yeah, I mean, he'd do whatever he wants. He's got a whole power of, one of the entire, realms of... So he's got the will, all of them, right? He's just got the power of will.
Yeah.
So he can do whatever he wants as long as he's got enough will for
He's
it.
got the will entity, or he's actually got the fear entity.
Fear entity, right?
Yeah.
So as long
But
as
he's
there's
got
somebody
that
in fear...
willpower.
Right. As long as he's got somebody in fear and he's got the willpower to use it,
Yeah.
he's indestructible. Unless he does something stupid, which is what Hal Jordan usually does. Sorry.
It's accurate.
Green Lantern Corps number 7. I see them higher. I don't see them as number 7. I would see them around number 5. But that includes all the lanterns, not just the greens. That would be the blues, the indigos, the reds, the oranges, the whites,
Right.
blacks.
Reds. Yeah.
I mean, there's more than just green.
Yup. Now,
Whole color spectrum.
I've only read the greens.
there's
Any
many
good-
colors in the
any
GL
good-
rainbow.
Any good things with the other colors?
Yeah.
You want to get into that? So red is the power of anger,
Yes.
right? So red is anger.
Orange
Orange is
Arvis.
greed.
Greed,
Or-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yellow's fear. Violet is
Which one's compassion? Is that
Compassion.
Is that violet
violet.
or
Oh, yeah.
indigo?
Indigo. Yeah, that's indigo. Violet is love.
That's star sapphires.
Star fast sapphires, yeah. Blue's hope. Green's will. So there's your 7.
Black is death.
Black is death.
White is light.
White is light.
Okay. So
That doesn't include the other 2 rings that they came up
Was
with.
there-
That doesn't include the plaids.
Okay, so I was driving with Lyft the other day, and I picked up a guy, and he said that he really liked the Lantern Wars. What is that?
We'll go into that in a Green Lantern month.
Okay, so you guys can tell me off
Yes.
the show.
Yeah.
We'll tell you off the show.
Okay,
Um,
I'll shut up now so you guys can continue with your list.
so number 6 is Orion.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he's from he's from Apocalypse, who got traded to grow up on New Genesis, and Mr. Miracle went to Apocalypse to be raised.
Right.
Like High Father and Darkseid swapped sons.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Just because he did that does not make him one of the most powerful creatures in the universe.
Right.
Just because you're Darkseid's son, that doesn't matter. You're still just a brute who's an idiot who runs around.
That's what I've always seen him as, is just a brute.
No, he should
With
not
a
be on
power
this
sled,
list.
yeah.
Yeah, he's got little discs that he rides on. Right.
Yeah, who's the guy that rides around in the chair? Metron?
Metron.
I think-
Metron is more powerful than him.
I would have put him in there, yeah.
Number 5, Mr. Mixopiddlick. Okay, yeah, I can see him there. Fifth Dimension Imp, who can do whatever he wants, as long as Superman doesn't cause him to say his name backwards. Yeah, alright, you can see him there. Number 4 is Darkseid. Yeah, no, I don't care. His Omega Beams, that's his one trick.
Yeah.
He's also he was there before Thanos.
He was.
And Thanos is a ripoff of Darkseid, which doesn't make Darkseid any more better. This is also crazy Jack Kirby time, where if you read it, you're like, holy crap, you are on some major drugs. Number 3 is the Anti-Monitor. Number 3? The Anti-Monitor? Wouldn't the Monitor be there? The man who can just like destroy universes?
Anti-Monitor got extremely powerful in Blackest Night. If they're looking at it from that perspective.
Yeah, like the new updated. Yeah, okay. Okay, right there. That's fine. 2 is the Guardians of the Galaxy. Or, Guardians of the Universe.
Guardians of the Universe.
Gets confusing. But,
they have a
just because they're old and they've been around since the beginning of the universe doesn't make them the most powerful beings in the world.
They're supposed to be super intelligent, but
right.
they keep on making mistakes.
Telepathic abilities. They're super psionics.
If they were super intelligent, why did they need the Green Lantern Corps?
Why do they need the Manhunters and the Guardian, like the Green Lantern Corps and all the other stuff? They're just going to... And they still make stupid mistakes all the time.
All the time.
So, they're fallible, and they should not be number 2.
I absolutely agree with that.
And number 1 is God. Let's see. Can we do anything about that? No. I mean, that's just going to be number 1 all time.
He's the one that gave the power. Let's see. What does it say here? The Presence is the being that gave the Spectre his powers, which means he created one of the most powerful beings to ever exist in DC Comics. He has the power to resurrect the dead, as he did with the Justice Society. The Presence appeared in Lucifer and showed he was not absolutely omnipotent. Since DC and Vertigo emerged, that remains the case for now.
So I was reading the Identity Crisis and Hal Jordan is the Spectre. Is that the Spectre that they were talking about?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the being that's inhabiting Hal Jordan's body.
Hal Jordan's body. Okay. I was just curious.
But if you read the Jim Corrigan Spectre, oh my god. Yeah. He's the spirit of vengeance for all of DC.
Is that Ostranders?
Oh, yeah. Ostranders.
Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
Okay.
He's a cool character to read.
Okay.
But that version, the Ostrander version, is by far... We'll do him in October. We'll do him in Horror Month.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't really go against God.
No.
Not really.
That's a tough one to go over, yeah.
I'm sure atheists would have a different response to that.
I guess Entropy would probably be up there too.
Yeah.
But that's Marvel. Marvel's got a huge pantheon of cosmic deities.
Yeah.
No, they don't. We've never seen any of them in the movie.
What?
Give us the Celestials.
They showed up.
Yeah.
In a couple of episodes or a couple of movies.
Did they?
Yeah. Like when Peter Quill is on his father's planet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And they show like one of them just destroying the planet.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that now. Okay.
Isn't Nowhere
is the head of a Celestial?
Is the head of a Celestial.
I just don't really want them to be the cosmic abortionists that they are now. Because it's kind of stupid. There's an egg inside of each planet, and they want to destroy the eggs. It's pretty stupid. Thank you, Earth X. What are we doing next?
We are doing Tag and Bink.
Tag and Bink are dead.
And then DC's Deceased and DC's Villains.
All right, sounds good.
DC's Year of the Villains, yep.
All right. Sounds fun.
Yep. So, guys, read more comics. I promise I will get the Twitter page going. I've been saying that for 3 weeks now.
7 weeks.
7 weeks?
This is the 8th episode.
We'll catch you guys next week. This has been Kirk.
Nick.
Ryan.
Bye, guys.
See you.